All right, Virgo, welcome in. Welcome to you. I just saw the Divine Masculine card. Hope everybody's doing great. This is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We've got a lot going on in your opposite sign of Pisces. So when I'm teaching about astrology, I have recently been noticing how important it is to pay attention to your opposite sign. Because when you have too much Virgo going on, too much in your daily routine and having a hard time breaking out of it or having a hard time just sort of connecting to spirit or connecting to your intuition, add more Pisces. Okay, you add more Pisces. And what I mean by that is you add more sort of free time, like you open up the boundaries a little bit. You don't you're not so quite so uh, married to a routine. All right. So let's see what's going on for Virgo. What I was talking about a little bit ago is that we have Saturn going retrograde in Pisces just happening in the next couple days. There's Saturn right there. And we have Neptune going retrograde in early July, right away, like July 2nd. So these two planets, two massively important planets going retrograde in the sign and your opposite sign of Pisces is opposing. If you're a Virgo sun, it's likely opposing your Virgo sun. Don't know what degree it's in for you, but pay attention to this because it can be like you can have the energy of like a push and pull, a feeling like I want to just break out and then like no, I must do my be in my structure, otherwise things will get out of control. So let's see what the reading brings for you. I'll talk more about the astrology in the extended if you like. Underneath is magic. And I'm going to read you that card because it's, to me, it's sort of like never really landed. Right now, what I'm getting from that is that Piscean energy of magicalness and fairy dust and unicorns and everything. And Virgo's like, ugh, ugh. So there's something about adding magic to your life or bringing in a little more magic that may have repelled you in the past because it's not practical. But it's practical in the sense that if you're losing your sense of magic, you may be losing your sense of joy. So it is practical. Oh, yes, it is. Transmute, fire, and past life. So you might be experiencing some kind of past life connection right now, a passion that you have. You might be like, no, 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 it's going to interfere with my daily routine in some way. I'm just making that like a little bit of a caricature because this does feel to me like you have some really beautiful magic in you that you are rejecting or not wanting to embrace because you don't see a practical reason for it. You don't see a practical reason for passion or creativity or, like that's too frivolous. And I realize I'm making generalities here, but this is a general reading. So, it's time to make use of that inner magic, that inner passion. It's time to make use of that. And I also see this past life energy here. So it's almost like it's the past life contract that you have is like blocking your fire or blocking your passion. You could be in a relationship where there's no sex or fun or joy or luxuriating in things. It's much more Spartan, it feels like. So let's see where the reading takes us. If that's your story, then you're being asked to transmute it with a little magic. So either you can infuse it with magic that it doesn't have right now, or you can try and sort of welcome in passion to the relationship. You might be seeking passion outside the relationship, and that's not the way. That's not the way forward. The way forward is to really get your mojo back. You need to get your mojo back here, Virgo. Okay. So let's see. Okay. Underneath is the Two of Cups, the Ten of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles, Page of Swords, and the Queen of Swords. Wow. You could be dealing with a Libra or an Aquarius or a Sag, Cancerian. And wow, look at all this. Oh my goodness. Okay. So I feel like this is a little bit of a follow on to what I was just saying. It doesn't always work like that, but the message is coming in is to if you infuse your life with passion, this is your work, this is your love, okay, this is your relationships. The message is coming in is if you do that, either you're going to say this relationship doesn't have that for me and I'm moving toward a relationship with more passion, or I'm going to work on it, I'm going to infuse passion into this relationship. That's my goal. No matter which way you go, whether you stay or you go or whatever you're doing here, Virgo, it's going to give you a better sense of your future. You're really going to be able to see the path. You may think that is super frivolous, that passion and magic can be so powerful that they can reroute your life or move you in a more dominating. Okay. Wow, that was a big energy that just came in. Like there's a sense of power, and maybe this like idea of magic and mystery and everything like that makes you feel less powerful, or it removes some kind of the shine from your archetype. I'm just getting this emperor kind of archetype, and it's like no, 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 that's going to make me look, silly and weird, and people won't respect me anymore if I don't know who's respecting you or disrespecting you, but that won't happen anymore if I have this creativity about me. I've always felt people who are creative were kind of silly and not serious people, or something like that. And well, you are watching a tarot reading, so just saying. It does go to your, I feel like if you're watching this and you feel that way, that you feel like, no, I can't be an unserious person, I just feel like you're already kind of opening up to something that removes that kind of mindset from you. This is a past life soul contract to remove some kind of block to your own creativity and passion, whoever that's with. And one of the first blocks is how you think about this, how you're thinking about magic and mystery and romance and sex and passion and creativity and all of that. I once went to a wedding that was between this MIT mathematician and the person he was marrying. This woman he was marrying was some kind of like mystical guru. And there was just something so incredibly precise about it. Like it just made sense to me on a mystical level. What's going on with my thumb? On a mystical level that they should be together. Like he views, he was so advanced in mathematics. He was an MIT professor at the time, so advanced in mathematics that he saw the mystery and the wonder of the world. He wasn't trying to, he was opening up to these new, that's what Einstein did, that's what Tesla did, like opening up to these mystical levels. She was opening up to the mathematical precision of things. And I was like, this is pretty cool, right? Like this is pretty cool. So there's something about that there. Strength, 5 of Cups, Empress, Knight of Wands, Hierophant, Queen of Wands. Some of you have some drama on your hands here. Some of you have linked into a person or an experience that is anchoring you in the non-magic world, anchoring you in a completely physical world. There's no mystery or magic to it on purpose. Like, let's remove any of that. There's also no sex, no joy, no fun. And that inhibits your own creativity. And so your work could be suffering here. 3 of Wands, there it is. 5 of Pentacles and the 6 of Pentacles. So you may not be connecting these two things, but Virgo, you are all about creating something that is anchored in a day-to-day routine. You're a healer of whatever it is. It could be individual to each one of you, but there's something about not embracing the magic or the mystery that is squashing your creativity in terms of your work. That is getting your attention. That is the thing. It's sort of like in terms of love and romance, you might be like, well, well, it's a long time we've been together. And it's like you're normalizing this lack of spontaneity or this lack of, because no, we have a routine. We have a date night, we have a sex night, we have da 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 da. Maybe we don't have sex at all. Maybe that's the routine we've gotten into. Whatever it is, you've sort of fallen into this routine. And originally it was about, and it did support your work. But now that creativity has been squashed, and it's like, how do I get it back? You might be looking more to your work than ever, more to money, but really it has to do with your sacral chakra. That's where creativity lives in you. And it's also in our sexual energy area of our life, of our bodies. And when that gets, sort of ignored, right? Ignored, you may lose that feeling of spark around your work. There is somebody who's trying to come in that is going to restore your faith in humanity, restore your faith in the creative process, or you might be getting some kind of energy from them that is refueling your work. It's really important that you don't vampire them. There's got to be some kind of reciprocity, and it's possible that you may not feel, you may have run dry, right? Like this may have taken you low, and there's drama around this. So like the more you try to choose yourself, the more drama there is, and that's a red flag here, that the relationship is not equal. If you're in a commitment with somebody who demands service all the time, I mean, Virgo, you are self-sacrificing service all the time, and you may not have recognized that the other side of that equation, here we are mathematically talking again, the other side of that equation is that you need to fill yourself up. So you do it in ways that may be not okay anymore, because you might be vampiring other people or something without even realizing. This is not a condemnation in any way, shape, or form. This is about an aha moment. So Saturn and Neptune going retrograde in Pisces right now, especially if you are having a Saturn return. If you have Saturn in Pisces and we have the planets transiting in Pisces a lot, this is the lesson. This is the big lesson. It's about releasing past life karma around fun, joy, sex, all of the this is what we stay alive for, right? Isn't that in Dead Poets, Robin Williams talking about law and medicine and political, maybe not political, but all noble pursuits. I hope it will be again. All noble pursuits. But women, why do we have language? To woo women. That's why we have language. And that's what his whole sort of monologue was about, the love and the joy and the sex and all of that kind of stuff. That's what we stay alive for. And so if you let that drain away from your life, I'm getting a lot of goosebumps on that. If you let that drain away from your life, and it's now draining away, if you have money issues, if you have work issues, that is why it has drained away. It's like this 5 of Cups. And there's still a couple of cups there upright. In this deck, there are 3 cups upright. In other decks, there's just 2 cups upright, this 2 of Cups. And so all is not lost, right? You can reclaim this. And it may be that there's another partner or another situation that is trying to help you reclaim this. But in reality, they might just be mirroring back to you, like, you need to reclaim you. You need to be the soul sort of charge. You need to self-immolate. Don't do that. You need, look it up. You need to fill yourself, right? You need to fill yourself up. And when you learn to do that, then you can be in relationship without it draining you. You need to learn to protect that. And you're really transmuting this fire into creative energy again. There may be someone who's reminding you of it, or you have the potential to really step into it in a relationship and learn how that goes, instead of creating something that is a very dry kind of 9 to 5 existence. And what do we do with the rest of the time? We ignore each other. All right. So if this is your reading, I'm going to talk more about what you don't see coming. Let's get some messages and guidance from spirit and let's see where this goes. All right, Virgo, this is for you. If you want to continue on, there's a link below. I'll see you over there.
All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.